Hello everybody, this is Erik Bryant back with the Erik Bryant Show. This is part 2. Coming back to give my final thoughts on this whole Chick-Fil-A thing. I was going to actually move on and talk about sports and everything, but I was looking back over my notes and looking back over my Facebook yesterday actually, and I saw a comment that was posted, a picture with a comment posted by someone on my Facebook, and the comment was then commented on by someone else who was on that person's Facebook and also on my Facebook as well. And the comment kind of made me want to talk a little more about this whole thing and give, you know, my few final thoughts, my last thoughts on it or whatever. They're talking about how they went to Chick-Fil-A and it was for the freedom of speech and all of that, and they were proud to do it and everything like that. And the person who commented on their comment said, good point, or they were saying that the person had a good point, and they were saying it's time that we fight for things like freedom of speech. It's time we take our country back. Okay, I have a question on that comment. Take your country back from what? Are you taking your country back from gay people? Taking it back from lesbian people? Because last time I checked, dictators, there's not any gay dictators or lesbian dictators that are stopping you from doing anything or making your country such a bad place. Wow, they want to get married to the same sex. They love someone who's the same sex, be it a man loving a man or a woman loving a woman. Wow, we should condemn them. They don't have any place or any right in society for that, huh? Take back your country. This is what you need to do if you want to take back your country. You need to start worrying about things that are more important, because there are a lot more important things going on in the world than a man wanting to marry another man or a woman wanting to marry another woman. We got guys, nutcases, going into theaters, shooting up movie theaters when people are trying to watch movies. We got an unemployment rate that is 8.3%. We got people living in poverty. We have homeless people, people that don't have places to go and lay their head at night, don't have a roof to live under. And you're worrying about someone being, you're worrying about same-sex marriage? Get out of here with that. What kind of philosophy is that? That is just, it's crazy to me. It's ludicrous to even worry about that when you got other things that aren't on the same subject or topic level as this crap you're going to support. If all these people want to come together for a good cause, for a good, a reason, then come together for something that means something. Come together for something that actually would try and bring the country back to where it was, or save the country, or take the country back. I mean, you got so much more to worry about going on in the world and hopefully in your life than what Bob the gay guy is doing with Bill, his partner, or what Tasha and Jenny are doing across the street. Get a life. My Lord, people. I mean, why, like I said before, why does people wanting to marry people or whatever of the same sex hurt you? How does it affect you? And I still haven't got my answer where that page was in the Bible where God hates gay and lesbians. Still haven't seen it. Haven't at all. And for those of you who went to Chick-Fil-A and pretty much supported anti-hate groups against gay and lesbian people, it does make it discrimination. But for that, my question is this: how many of you people that went standing in line and are supporting this thing, freedom of speech and everything, how many of you guys or how many of you people like Elton John? Because Elton John's gay. Elton John lives in England where they don't prohibit you from marrying someone of the same sex. Elton John's married to a man. Elton John and his partner are married and they're happy. Oh my God, you can't listen to his music because he's not biblically correct. How many of you like Clay Aiken? Did you know he's gay? How many of you like Ellen DeGeneres? You know she's a lesbian, right? Yeah, right, pretty much. I mean, you know, hypocritical is when someone does something and says something that they're standing up for, but then they go and do something of the opposite. Like, listen to someone who condones same-sex marriage because they're in a same-sex marriage, which goes back to what I was saying the other day about the land of the free, the USA being the greatest place to be in all of this. Really, because in England, I'm not saying that England's better than America, USA, whatever, I'm not saying that, but I am saying that in England, if you're a lesbian or a gay, you can marry the person you love because there's no rule against it. You know why? Because they don't care who you marry as long as you're with the person you care about and love, because that's really all that matters in the world. Honestly, why is there any other issue than that? I mean, it just, you know, if you want to rally for something, rally together, meet each other at a homeless shelter or a food shelter and help out there. Don't go get a chicken sandwich and say, oh, well, you know, we're standing up for freedom of speech because this guy that owns this place don't like gay people. Really? That makes no sense to me whatsoever and never will in life. I mean, you know, it just, it's crazy. But anyway, I don't know. I got my little co-host here doing what his pop taught him to do with the little mouth thing, and he's doing it now. But you know, it's mind-boggling to me what kind of stuff people worry about in society, what kind of stuff people are worrying about today. But you got a guy, James Holmes, who goes into a movie theater, he kills 12 people, he injures 58. You got a group of people who are actually dyeing their hair red, calling themselves the Homies, which is his fan club. But you're worried about a gay man who has no threat to you whatsoever wanting to marry another man and be happy in his life. Why should he be deprived of that? You as a man or a woman love another, or love a woman or a man, you know, based on what you are in the straight traditional marriage, as they call it, and you were given the right. That's what I think about it too, buddy. You were given the right to be happy, miserable, or whatever it is you are. So why not give them the same right? That's all I'm saying. Why not give everyone the same opportunity? If everyone has equal rights and equal opportunity, give everyone the same equal opportunity to marry who they want to marry. Plain and simple. I mean, honestly, it's plain and simple. You're reacting better as the co-host than your big brother. You're spitting at people, but hey, it's okay, I guess. It's your freedom to do that, son. Another thing I want to bring up really quick, another point I want to make really quick, is that you're talking about taking your country back, freedom of speech and things like that, and then you form a line at Chick-Fil-A to eat, to support this guy who's saying all these hateful things, who's fired people for being gay, who's fired women to make them be stay-at-home moms and everything. He's the pillar of the community. That's someone who you should be backing, people. But I guess Chick-fil-A, since you're trying to take your country back, I guess Chick-fil-A's new motto when you go to their new motto for their franchise should be Chick-fil-A, taking our country back one waffle fry at a time. Hey, great slogan. That would be great for them. It's just, you know, I don't know. I'm done with the whole Chick-fil-A thing. gay and lesbian people were supposed to go today to Chick-Fil-A and do a sit-in and have a national kiss day in Chick-Fil-A for the customers and things like that. And you know what? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with them going and having PDA, public display of affection, for those that don't know what PDA is. But I also don't agree with people rallying and standing in hour-long lines to buy things from a guy who is obviously a bigot. He's obviously discriminating, and it just doesn't make sense to me. There's better ways on both ends of the spectrum to get your point across and do things. That's all I'm saying. Also, in the last 4 minutes, I do want to bring this up as well. People talking about the young girl, and I don't even know her last name, I'm sorry, Gabby, the African-American gymnast who won the gold medal. They're trying to make it a race thing. They're mad because some people gave her a nickname, the Flying Squirrel, because of her teeth. I just want to say this. Not making it a race thing, because that's not what it should be, but in this today's society, another thing about it, every time it's a black person or a white person, it turns into a race thing, because you got people that are going to automatically do that, and it's wrong, it's stupid. No matter if she's white or black, Flying Squirrel nickname's a little harsh because of her teeth being out a little bit. That's crazy, it's mean, and you know, it doesn't matter what color she is. But I will say this, the first time I heard the whole nickname Flying Squirrel was at work the other morning on the Tom Joyner morning show. I don't know the guy's name, but his co-host, the man he has on there, the guy that's not Tom Joyner, he busted out and called her the Flying Squirrel. And then I heard another black DJ later on that day call her the same thing, and then people were talking. I haven't heard too many white people or anybody else calling her that, but I'm not saying that they're not doing it. But I heard it from black DJs on the radio, and that's not trying to say that only black people are talking about their own race or whatever, but black people do talk about their own race all the time, just like white people talk about their own race all the time. I do it because white people do stupid things. Not to say that every race doesn't, but white people kind of have the calling card for stupidity at times, like James Holmes, like Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, it's crazy. It's just, you know, all in all, this country needs a fix. Something needs to be done. An overhaul needs to be done. I don't know what. If I did, I'd be trying to run for president when I was eligible age-wise. But you know, I don't want that headache, because as I've always heard the old adage, you can't please everyone, because somebody's always going to have a problem with something you say or do. So I'm just going to do this. The people that went to Chick-Fil-A to support Dan Cathy, good for you. You supported what you think is right, fine. Gay and lesbian people, they support what they think is fine. I support what I think is fine. I'm going to teach my children not to be racist, not to see color just like their father doesn't. I'm going to teach children not to care if someone's gay or lesbian or straight, because that doesn't matter. The color of a person's skin, the kind of people they like to hang out with, and the kind of people that they want to be with in a relationship, same sex or opposite sex, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's out here on a person. It matters what's inside, what's in here. And that's how I'm going to teach my children. I'm not saying that's not how I was taught, but some people obviously were not taught that way, with all these hate crimes and everything going on still today. So I'm just going to worry about my kids, teach them the right thing. I hope that everybody else does the same thing, and hopefully gradually, as the world goes on, and hopefully it will, the world will get to a better place, because I don't want my kids growing up in a racist, hate-filled world. That's all I have for you right now. I'll see you on the next show. See you later.